Fuck this eclipse shit. I'm tired of it. But let's get a proper extract going. Post creepy, weird, and unexplainable stuff that happens to you and others close to you, but had no reoccurrence and never bother you again. Can be green text or not. I'll start. B. Hero lad. On a work trip to Florida. Stay at resort with coworker for 3 days. Last night, before checkout, getting drunk at bar. Coworker comes down to bar. Looks pale as fuck. Says he saw a ghost in his room. Clown on him and agree to swap rooms for the laughs. Switch rooms and go to bed a few hours later. Wake up to hear noises in my bathroom. Investigate the bathroom. Find nothing. Return to room. See shadow figure. Sitting by my bedside. Stand there in disbelief. Blink a few times and then it vanishes. It all happened so fast. But I know what I saw. I'm fucking terrified. It's almost 5 a.m., so I just stay awake sitting in the armchair looking at the bed for what seemed like endless amount of time. Eventually it's time to get up, take a shower, and grab breakfast and pack up. Coworker and I never talk about this again. A few days later, I did some research and it turns out we stayed at a haunted resort called Casa Monica. There have been many reports of hauntings there, especially on room 411 and 511. That night I slept in room 410. Fuck that place. Fuck Florida. Can't even sleep without getting harassed by shadows and shit. Live in an extremely old house. 3 stories including the attic. No one has ever gone into the attic. Has been opened up in 10 years. I sleep in a room that is under the end of the attic. Every night, I would hear thumps coming from upstairs, like someone was walking around, or stomping. They were muffled, but I could hear them. Never think much of it. Figure it's a heater kicking on or something until a few years pass. We took all the carpet out of the attic, so it was bare wood floors. While it was open, I decided to go up and check out what's over my room. There was a noticeable indentation for the portion of carpet that is above my room. It's the shape of 2 half circles that come up to a point, and about the size of my hand. After they ripped the carpet up and revealed the floor that's over my room, we found a ritual circle, pentagram with 80 symbols surrounding it, all carved into the wood with dry blood and candle wax on each one. Now I'm really freaked out. All those years I've been hearing an actual thing stomping. After a few nights, the thumps came back. This time, instead of muffled thumps, it was obvious something hard was banging out the wood floor. Sounds like hoops clomping on the patio. After they removed the ritual circle, they stopped for good. Still wonder what would have happened if I actually went upstairs during the stops. Be me, Swissin' on. Driving home from a Spain throughout Barracks, staying in Airbnb with a garden, in a village called Sant Plaça Sumar. Go home after dinner at 11 p.m. Lay in bed. Hear sounds, like someone is breathing through a machine. Deep breaths in and out, through the mouth. He doesn't stop for 20 to 30 minutes. Get my clothes on. Tell my ex-chef I will go and have a look. Maybe someone is dying. Go out. Listen to the sound coming from the house next to me. On the other side is a bigger property with a stone wall, with bushes and trees and a big house, 50 feet from the street. Suddenly, the sound comes from behind the stone wall. Go there. Look into property. Nothing. Out of nothing, the sound is right next to me. While turning/spinning, I take a look at the point where the sound is coming from. Nothing. Run as fast as I ever ran before or after in my life. It followed me to the fence of the Airbnb property. Look at the gate from the window. Nothing to see, but you can clearly hear the breathing. What the fuck? Stay inside, GF crying. What do? Anon, your head is playing games. Call ambulance. Sound still going on for 15 minutes. Ambulance arrives. Suddenly, nothing to hear. Go into large property. It was to be sold. Search the property for 15 minutes. Told them what I heard. They make fun of me in French. thinking I don't understand French. He have seen a ghost. Me chipping out I don't drink, smoke, or anything else. Nothing after 20 minutes, they go. Go inside. No joke, 1 minute later, the fucking same sound starts again. GF wanted to just get the fuck out of there. Closed the window. Told her to sleep, and that's what we did. Honestly, I can't explain it. If it would have been an animal, we would have found it, and the sound wouldn't have just stopped and started again. My little sister had an imaginary friend. I hope it was at least, and it honestly felt like a cheap horror movie. Be my little sister, around 4 or 7. I have a friend nobody else can see. Friend is a tall woman with black hair. Friend has no name. Friend only appears at Grandma's house. Friend constantly tries to convince you to go for a walk in the woods with just her. Friend tells you she doesn't like your mommy. Friend doesn't let you sleep at night. One day, friend gets in the car with you. She wants to be with you all the time, not only when you visit Grandma. Friend now lives with you. Your mom tells you you're too old for imaginary friends. Tells friend what mom said. Friend gets mad. Pushes you off the bunk bed. Refuses to elaborate. Leaves. Kid legit fell off her bed right in front of me. But not like a stumble and fall kind of way. More like a stand up and visibly get shoved really hard in the chest kind of way. To this day, I have no idea what it could have been. If anything at all, I say a ghost. Ghosts are tied to a specific place and can't just travel to a new location. Not enough in the wood stories here, so I'm gonna post mine. Love you, D6. Oh shit, D6. Be 16-year-old tard. Visit grandparents in a very rural area frequently. Go for a night walk in the woods. Take us with me on one night. Mood is really bright. Leave flashlight at home for more spooks. Decide to try a new trail we never walked before. Get lost, of course. Roam around for a few hours trying to get the directions we came from. Fail miserably. Deforest. Way darker than the part we came from. Smells like something died nearby. Smell comes from the direction we're heading. Decide to still go there because we're convinced it's the general direction of our village. Come to a small overgrown field with an old, clearly abandoned house. They are pretty common in the area. Stop and try to get a signal for check maps. No luck. Give up on trying to save battery and turn on phone flashlight. Go towards the cabin, hoping to find a landline phone. Obviously, it would have been disconnected, but we were desperate. Dead animal smell is clearly coming from the house. There are some faint, wettish sounds coming from the house. Would have never heard it if not for the fact that the forest was completely quiet. Stop in the doorway, whispering to my cousin that we should probably leave. Don't be a pussy, Anon. Fuck you. I'm going, .jpg. First room is totally ruined. Someone must have searched for his valuables. Smell is pretty much unbearable. So, go around the room as quickly as possible. No phone, of course. Go to the other room. Cousin right behind me. I shine the shitty phone flashlight into the room. It takes us a good few seconds to register what we were seeing. There are badly decomposed carcasses on the ground. Can't really tell what animal it is. 3 deer are standing over it. They lift their heads up in unison. Their mouths are covered with brown, decomposing blood. There is some kind of tissue hanging from one's mouth. One of these fuckers turns towards us and stands on its hind legs, perfectly upright. Fight or flight kicks in. I book it out of the cabin after cousin. Turn around. One of the deer is standing. Yes, standing on 2 legs on the porch with tissues, whatever poor critter it was eating, still hanging out of its mouth. I cry and shit my pants a little. We run into a completely random direction, tripping over fallen trees and getting slapped in the face by brushes. Cousin runs fist into a huge spider web. He's terrified of spiders. Stops and starts yelling. You can feel it under his shirt. I tell him to shut the fuck up. He does, sobbing slightly. We hear a faint sound of twigs breaking behind us. I shine phone flashlight into brush. 3 pairs of eyes reflecting light in the distance. Run, cousin Anon, run. We kept getting fucked by brushes. Whatever spider was under his shirt has certainly fallen out or died from all the twig slaps we endured, but he kept sobbing. After what felt like a marathon, we run out onto a dirt road. Follow it until we see houses. See street sign pointing to our village. We're safe and on. Walk to the village in complete silence. By the time we arrive, the sun is up. Cousin only speaks up as we step onto the porch. Anon, did you see what those deers were eating? A decomposing animal. Why? They were scraps of clothing on the body. My face went. A deer ate a dead guy.